It wouldn't be the first time. All right.
Fred, I haven't seen the episode. I literally just got home from work. What are you doing?
I've already seen the episode. I'm waiting for the podcast to start.
But we agreed
Pod
that Sunday.
podcast is starting. We are literally live right now. It would seem.
Already seen the
You're
episode.
live.
I'm waiting for the podcast to start.
But we agreed
Pod
that Sunday.
Hi everybody,
Podcast
how
is
you
starting.
doing?
I'm going to bed.
Go. We are literally live right now.
All right. I'm just gonna leave my phone next to me,
Why are you gonna do that?
so that way
Hi,
you can hear me
everybody, how
snore.
you doing?
Oh, that's not right. Go.
So like, are you using like a different audio setup? Cause like your voice doesn't sound as clear as usual. You sound like you're in the restroom.
On my laptop. That's why.
Fred, what are you doing, Fred? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I'm really not doing anything. Going live on this podcast.
All right. Well, I guess this is the BS podcast where we don't really talk about anything
Why not?
I
What's
mean,
going
that we
on?
don't talk about- Why not?
because the real podcast is tomorrow night.
Oh, then me and Fred will just do something. We'll just BS today then, and then we'll have the podcast tomorrow.
Because it's easier for tomorrow because one, I get out an hour earlier, and two, I will have already seen the episode, so I could literally hop on the second I get off of work instead of getting off at 11:30 and then watching the episode and then being ready at midnight.
Yeah. Well,
Past midnight.
then we'll do it tomorrow, and me and Fred will just do I don't know something. We'll just mess around today. We'll just
Yeah, that's all right. Let's Fred. Now that I'm here, I want to ask you a serious question.
Depending on what it is, I probably won't answer. But what is it?
It's a serious question.
Okay.
Why do you defend the worst filler arc in DBZ history?
There it is.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it's so bad that people could sit through the going to Namek filler arc instead of the Garlic Jr. arc, and the going to Namek filler arc is equally boring, but people would prefer that one.
Better than the 50 Shades series
That doesn't.
in Twilight.
That's a fallacy, dude. That has nothing to do with DBZ. So why don't you get to the point?
I like it because I just like it.
But it's bad.
It's bad for me. I like it. No, it's like the Pontiac Aztec. Okay, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, is that why you date ugly chicks?
Damn, we're going hard on this stream right now.
No, I'm kidding. I love Fred. I haven't even seen any girl he's dated besides Kayla, but I mean, she's not. Kayla's nice.
Didn't she turn one of your girlfriends lesbian?
Shut up.
No, see, the thing is, Melina was already lesbian.
It's
so-
okay. It's okay. I had a friend of mine who got with a chick and turned her lesbian, so it's alright.
Well, look, Fred. Look. This is why I don't get why you like the Garlic Jr. filler arc so much. Here's why I don't get it. Because for a anime that revolves around fighting, all the fights in that arc are super boring. And for Dragon Ball Z, the fights in Dragon Ball Z alone are kind of boring. But the filler arc of Garlic Jr. is super boring.
Yeah, did you hear the podcast?
No.
You didn't?
No. Why am I gonna listen to it?
Okay, so should I tell you? After rewatching it, I do have some notes.
I don't care about your notes. I want you to tell me how you could like a filler arc in a fighting anime that has very shitty fights.
Different from the rest of Dragon Ball for me.
What?
For me, it was just different in a way.
Yeah, different because it was shitty.
It's still better than GT though.
No, it's
No.
not. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Not Garlic
I
Jr.
can sit through GT. GT's bad and cringy, but I can sit through it. I won't.
I mean,
watch
I
it,
guess
like-
I'm just
can't
trying to
binge
come
it.
up with. I'm just kind of look. I like it because I like it.
Okay, waters. Okay, look. Fred,
You're
you like
about
it
to say
because
water isn't wet.
you like it because you like it, but that doesn't tell me why you like it.
Mm,
You're not answering the question.
Because I don't know how to put it into words.
because you don't have any good reason to like it, and you're just too prideful to admit that it's bad, so you want to defend it.
Because I don't know how to put it into words. If there are
Because
there are a lot of reasons why this is poorly written.
What?
So, like for example, like I was here's something I told Aaron. Corn Tower, right? Let's say they're there for like a long time, right?
I mean, not really, but go ahead.
I think question, why the fuck would you stop at Corn Tower not get any senzu beans? Like if you look in the background, there's a container of senzu beans in the background.
But is it full?
Stock up on it, and you're like right before you go to the fight.
But
Why
is
would
it
you not
full?
have senzu beans in the background?
Do you see the sensu beans in it? Hmm?
You see the container that.
No. Do you see the sensu beans in the container?
No.
So how do you know there's sensu beans in there? It's empty. They take forever to grow, and the second they grow, they take them and they use them all.
They probably could have got some.
No, they were out.
How do you
I'm
know they were out?
Because they take forever to grow, and when they grow, they only have like 8, and then they give it to them, and then they use them all immediately. Like, look at the
So
cell games. They knew the cell games were coming, right? And all they had were like 5 to give. You don't think Corin's growing those things religiously? Like, he's
dude,
like,
you know how
Corin's
do
up
you know
there,
there wasn't
fucking
any in
stroking
there?
Yajirobe's dick, saying, "Oh, I gotta get more sensu beans for these guys, but they always keep taking them. I don't know what to do, Yajirobe. I don't have any land. Okay, I'm in a tower. I can't grow anymore." Yeah, Corin, I don't really understand. Why the hell are they doing this? I don't know, fatso. Maybe we should go down there and plant some on the Indian land, but we can't because it's Indian land. Yeah, geez, Corin, I'm gonna get in my car and go fly to give him these 4 sensu beans that took us 3 years to make. Just to give you an idea of how long it takes them to grow sensu beans, just to give you a time frame, they knew the androids were coming in 3 years, so they could have stocked up, and all they managed to pump out was a handful of sensu beans. 3 years. It's not like they didn't know shit was coming, so obviously they were growing them. Yajirobe even got the memo, but that's all they could do in 3 years was like a handful, and they used them all immediately. And you're wondering why they couldn't stop by Corn's Tower and getting more?
Man has a point.
See, when I defend things that I believe in, I bring in facts.
The facts are the
Let me put you
facts.
like this, okay? It just comes from Namek.
What?
Okay.
Let me finish. Last time that we saw senzu beans, Goku took them all. I forgot about that. When Goku left for Namek, he took them.
Yes, that was a big plot point. He literally ties him on his sash when he's gearing up for Namek in that iconic shot where the door goes down and he's standing in there, looking at Namek.
And then what you calls it? But then after he gets back, oh yeah, you're right. It would take time to grow senzu beans.
Yes, he literally took them all.
I never
You know,
noticed
you know
that.
how pissed Corrin was probably? If you remember in Dragon Ball, when Goku first learns about the sensu beans, Corrin had a jar filled to the brim with sensu beans. And he was like, "Hey, Goku, okay, these sensu beans, they'll bring you back to full stamina and health, but they'll also keep you full for a week. So only eat one." And Kid Goku ate the whole thing. No, Yajirobe ate the whole thing,
Ah,
right? Yajirobe ate the whole thing, and he got fucking fat as a balloon. Like, fat's her. Corrin was probably like, "Oh my god, Yajirobe, you piece of shit. For the rest of your life, you're gonna be in service to me." And that's why Yajirobe's always up there, because he fucking owes his life, because he probably ate like 3,000 years worth of sensu beans. Because we've never seen that amount of sensu beans ever since Yajirobe ate that whole jar. Like this whole like big ass basket thing. Ever since then, it's always been like, "Oh, here's 5. Oh, cells here, here's 2. Oh, is that Majin Buu? Here's 1.5. They got a ration of things. They go to Namek. Goku's like, oh shit, these are rare. Here, you only get half a sensu bean. Fred, I know my sensu bean logic, Fred. I took sensu beanology.
Sensu beanology.
And apparently eating sensu beans can help regrow limbs because for some reason future Gohan could have got his arm back if he had a sensu bean. I didn't know they did that, but apparently. Dumbass. Not you, future Gohan. He's a dumbass losing his arm. What a loser.
What you mean? Because it's like, dude, you're on. Why would you give it to Trunks?
Not you, future
You
Gohan.
do,
He's a
but
dumbass losing his
you're
arm.
kind of missing an arm.
You know, it was just foreshadowing. That's all it was. It was just foreshadowing when Gohan only had one arm when he fought Cell. It was like full circle. Like that's not. It was also symbolism too. I mean, it was done on purpose for a reason.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So, Aaron,
Never really thought about that. What?
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Fred?
your internet is running really slow.
Yeah, I know. I could see.
You don't tell Aaron anything.
Sure, if he was I wasn't sure what screen he was on.
No, YouTube's telling me that the live stream's a little bad, but I can't fix it right now unless they stop the live stream. So
Well,
gotta.
I enjoy talking to Fred, so I'm still gonna talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Now, Fred, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me bring some knowledge.
I'm gonna drop
All
the
right.
knowledge.
All right. Garlic Junior saga cannot be protected by the because it's filler. We can't have character progression because that's what a lot of filler sucks. Because it's like characters can't progress, like because they can't, because they have to stay the same, so that way they don't interfere with the manga while it's being written. Right? That's a lie. Because a better filler arc in DBZ that still showed character progression was Gohan's training arc, where he found the robot and stuff, and then he found like the kids and stuff, and like you see how he has that switch of what is it when he finally is able to go, like he finds his home, he's there, and he's about to go there, but then he remembers why he needs to train, and he turns around, he's like, no, I can't, I have to train. These sands are coming. It gave Gohan character progression that the manga never did. Because what did the manga do? It was just Gohan started his training. He turned into an 8. Goku blew up the moon. A year later, Sans are here. That was Gohan's training in the manga. It was literally like in one chapter.
What?
Garlic Junior saga. It's like, what did he even provide, other than Krillin's pimp suit, which is the only redeeming factor of that arc.
Speaking
Is
of
Krillin's
which,
pimp suit.
watching this, yeah, you know how much I love cars, right, Rico?
I don't
Yeah, I
care.
think everyone knows how much you love cars.
I got curious, what is Krillin's car based off of? So I started doing some research. There are forums of people trying to figure out what it is.
In a world that has flying cars, you're trying to find out what the make and model of Krillin's car is.
The only thing that the answer was that
In an anime
Krillin's
that was,
car is based off of a '74 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia.
they probably just drew a car and they didn't even use a reference.
Yeah, the guy said to use a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia for a reference.
No, they just drew a car, Fred.
Google 1974 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. You see the
No, they just
similarities.
drew a car, Fred.
Dude, I did the research. They didn't just draw a car. They
They
actually
drew a car.
for
Wheels of
Volkswagen
the bus
Carmen
go
Ghia.
round and round. They drew a car. And guess what? I don't care. Because it pales in comparison to Krillin's pimp suit.
Yeah, that pimp suit it steals the spotlight.
That's the most iconic Krillin moment I could think of, is him putting like his foot up on the rock and he's like leaning over. has his hat down. He's like, "Sup, Gohan?" Like, you Gohan's like fishing naked and shit. And it's kind of weird that like Krillin just happens to creep up on him. But I mean, I won't
And
question
Marin,
it.
I hated her throughout the entire thing.
You hate Marin?
I hated her like entirely. She was just annoying to me.
Marin's fine.
But I'm like,
Surprise.
why is she here? Like, what is the point of this? Like,
Hey, hey,
who
Fred, Fred,
approved
Fred,
this?
Fred. You know what? That's what everyone else thinks about the Garlic Jr. Saga. Bam! Mic drop.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Only
Garlic
a
what.
Jr.
sense being for
saga
that burn.
is just a repeat of the Dead Zone movie, except instead of being a shitty like 50-minute movie, it turns into a shitty fucking X amount of episodes arc that still ends the same. He summons the only thing that can defeat him.
Here's the thing. In this arc, I feel like it had a lot of potential.
What potential?
There was no potential.
There was no potential. The only potential it could have had was just to see a extra Vegeta fight. But no, they decided to take the only cool character left because Goku was gone. People still didn't care about Gohan at the time.
Yeah, Gohan
Gohan
was
was still
still.
annoying,
Yeah.
you know, but they took the only cool character that people would have loved to see in a filler arc between this and the Android saga, and they put him in space. He could have stayed on Earth. That would have been interesting and cool to see how like he slowly, is like living with Bulma and shit, and you can see how that forms. Or just seeing him, just like interaction, with the characters, because it would have been fresh because they just got back from Namek. So it's like you literally tried to kill us like a month ago, you know. But no, let's just put him in space. Like no, let's just leave the characters no one really cares about to fight the most uninteresting movie villain. Like fucking, if you're gonna bring back a movie villain, you could have brought back like fucking Turles. That would have been cool to see like a Sand come back.
Turles.
Bring back fucking Doctor Relo, Lord Slug, fucking Lord Slug. But no, you're gonna bring back fucking Garlic Jr. Why even a movie villain? That's how lazy they were. They couldn't even think of an original villain. They couldn't, like, come on, dude. Like, it's not hard to think of like a generic ass villain, dude. Like Naruto does it like every other fucking arc. It's like here's a whole arc with like this whole filler organization. DBZ's like shit. We need to think of a villain. Garlic Jr. That's how little effort they put into it, Fred. There is no potential in that. Your turn. I think he died.
Yeah, Fred's gone. I think he lagged out. Hey, he's back.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, Fred
Yeah,
died.
on my internet.
Hey,
It's
you're
my
talking shit
internet.
about my internet, you fucking asshole.
Karma's a bitch.
I just hope everyone can't
What
hear
are
my
you saying,
computer in the
Rico?
background. Rico has to go off all again. I'm gonna relight the
So, Fred, did
fuse.
you hear my passionate speech?
I know you're cut out through most of it.
Damn.
Garlic Jr. sucks. The end.
Okay, we established that. Let's move on to the next subject.
All right. Next subject, Aaron. Your turn. Why does Garlic Jr. saga suck?
Because it's the Garlic Jr. saga. Period. Done. That thing needs to be Old Yeller. You need to drag it to the backyard, get your shotgun, point it in the head, and shoot.
Fred, I'll just tell you this because I don't think you heard it. The reason why I hate the Garlic Jr. saga the most is because they had so little effort into making it that they couldn't even make an original villain. They just copy and pasted an old movie villain.
Yeah. Also, there's another thing that I noticed. I remember the podcast that you told me to rewatch this. You were talking about how at some point that there's no more original characters. That like when they draw new characters, they have like a lot of attributes to older characters, or something like that.
I was talking about that with Bleach.
Yeah. I kind of noticed this in the Garlic Jr. arc.
Okay.
Cause like with the Spice Boys, I'm like, The guys all look like other characters.
The Spice Boys look like the
Like,
Spice Boys from the movie.
Yeah, there's no other characters that really looks like them.
no, they don't look like the Spice Boys from the movies at all.
Fred, I don't care. I really don't. Like, that's how little effort I have into wanting to hear anyone talk about Garlic Jr. anymore.
Then why do you keep bringing it up?
I don't keep bringing it up. I just brought it up right now because I never got to hear you talk about it.
And now I talked about it, so we can
Yeah,
stop
so
talking
there you
about
go. So I didn't keep bringing it up.
it. Okay, good.
We
Good.
are family.
I'm glad.
We can shake you in the butthole, you'll see.
All right, next subject on the agenda. Let's see, sorting through my notes here.
So
All
three
right.
notes, flip, 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 flip.
Garlic Jr.
Garlic Jr. All right, what's next? Traps, lollies.
Lolies, yes. Lolies.
Oh yeah,
Right.
oh, yeah, Rico, you can bring it up in here.
Let's see. Let me bring out my encyclopedia.
It's a fucking. It's like bigger than Webster's dictionary. Just slaps it on.
Let's see. There's the page. All right. Chapter 357-2. Lolies.
Lollies.
Zaigiri is best loli as of now.
Who?
But this could change because there is this new anime. Honestly, I can't think of like the full name, but it's like this guy named like Rio, and he plays shogi, right? And I think he's in high school. Yeah, I think he's like early high school, right? He plays shogi, and he's pretty good at it. And he decides to take on a disciple because this little like elementary school girl wants to be his disciple, right? And in the first episode, I couldn't believe what was happening. I couldn't believe what was happening because this is on Crunchyroll, right? And so he has her at his place, and something leads to another, and she starts taking a shower at his place, right? And I'm like, okay, I guess, right? Because I didn't know this was specifically a lowly hair. Listen to what I'm saying here. Listen to what I'm saying here.
Listen.
I did not know. I just picked it because the art style looked good. I didn't know anything about it.
That's what I do normally.
Every time Crunchyroll adds new season anime, because they'll have like upcoming anime for the new season, like even though it's not out yet, it'll be like, hey, this is what's gonna be for the new season of like winter or whatever. I just click everything that looks interesting and add it to my queue. So I didn't know anything, but apparently, I walked into a lowly harem anime.
It sounds like you're heaven.
No. I told you specifically, I only deal with legal lolies.
Were they not legal?
They are in elementary school. They
Oh
are
my god.
legitimate lolies.
Oh.
Now do you see the problem?
Yeah.
Okay, the lolies I was telling you about were the cop-out lolies. They're elves. This one's an elf, so she's actually 573 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is this guy's mom. She's 46 years old, but for some reason she looks like a little girl. There's an anime called Masamune Kun's Revenge, and like the character's a high school student, and his mom straight up looks like a 10-year-old, but she's 46, and she's his mom. And it's really weird, but I'm like, whatever.
You remind me of the dad from Lucky Star that's really into lolies.
But like, here's the thing, right? So I'm watching this, and there's a scene where his older sister comes to check up on him, and she's knocking at the door, and he's about to get it, right? But then like right behind him, he hears her like saying like, "Oh, who is it?" And he turns around, and she's standing there naked.
Whoa.
But she has like long hair, so the long hair is covering her flat chest. But she's naked. She's elementary school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is going on? But she has like long hair, so the long hair is covering her flat chest. And cut to a little bit later, right? Like let's go to a few episodes. It's a lowly harem anime. So now there's 3 lolis, right? And this guy is saying stuff that is like really like, bro, like come on. Like I know technically you're still a minor, right? But it still is a little creepy when he's telling one of them, "I'll make you my bride."
That is indeed very weird.
Because there was like a new girl and she wanted to be his disciple, but he already had 2 disciples. And he's like, I can't make you my disciple, but I can make you my bride. And
Well
the
then,
other Loli, the original Loli, got jealous and she called him a pervert and a lolicon.
never heard that.
And there's another scene where he just looks up in the ceiling like with a smile on his face and he's like, man, like elementary schoolers are the best.
Okay.
And I'm like, what am I watching?
It
Like,
sounds
look.
like the FBI is
This,
gonna be knocking on your door, like stay right there where you are.
like this is
See,
me.
this
This
is
is me. This is me, right? Look, lolis that are legitimate lolis, right? Like actual little kids. I don't lewd them at all. I find them cute and I save pictures of them to my phone because they're cute, right?
Uh huh.
Like I want to pat their head
Everyone
cute.
else,
Like
everyone else out there, he's doing it because they're cute and nothing else. All right.
no, I'm serious. Like
I
because
know,
they're
I
cute.
know. I'm
Like
making sure everyone else out there doesn't get the wrong idea.
like oh my god, if I had a little sister like you, that'd be cute because I want to give you a hug, you know? Or like but then I have the other category that I told you where it's like, oh, well, that's actually she's actually 552, and I'm like, okay, those are different, right? Now this one, I'm like, I'm seeing people draw fan art because I follow a lot of not hentai pages, but just like anime like waifu pages, so they post
Yeah.
like lewds, you know, and they posted lewds of that, and I'm like, you can't do that. Stop.
Yeah, there's like the one from Fairy Tale. Uh, I forget. She's like the guild creator. She's like started the guild, and she's a loli, but she's like old as shit because she's dead
It's just
and she's a ghost.
what freaks me out though is like it's just like it's just so weird because like most of these things like they're not blatant about it, right? Like other animes that have lolis, there'll be a beach episode, right? And the loli
Yeah.
will wear like the loli will wear like the One Piece swimsuit or something.
Yeah.
But like the loli's not being sexualized. Like I had this conversation with John once of like saying how most animes that have a loli character, the fan base lewds them, not the creators.
Yeah.
Like they'll just show them being cute, you know. Like for example, I don't know if you've seen it, but Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I don't
I
think
love
so.
that anime. Right? There's a little loli girl, and she's in kindergarten. Like she's technically like hundreds of years old, but like the difference with her is that she doesn't have the mentality of someone that's like 100 years old. She acts like a kindergartner. And I was telling John, saying like even though she's technically legal, it's not right to lewd her because she has the mentality of a kindergartner.
Yeah.
Like she's like a kindergartner, but people are loot the fuck out of her. I'm like, you can't do that. It's wrong.
All right. So then,
Rico.
okay, Fred, go.
Rico. This is Rico. Keep in mind, the internet will lewd anything.
I don't care,
Like,
Fred. It doesn't
like the
mean that I
day
have
that
to
we have a
accept it.
million subscribers, somebody's probably gonna lewd us.
Fred, I
So
don't say that. I'm not saying that it's gonna go away. I'm just saying it shouldn't happen. I'm not saying it's
I
not gonna
understand
happen.
what you mean.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I'm just saying you should have kind of expected stuff like that.
I didn't say I didn't expect it. I just said it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be
Yeah.
a
Okay.
thing.
Now I see what. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. You're right.
Because like culture is different, right? The age of consent in Japan is 13, which is why I don't know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! 13? I thought it was like,
Oh wait.
I thought it was like 15 or something. 15,
No,
16.
it's 12. It
Uh,
also depends.
I'm gonna look it
It's
up. Hopefully the cops don't knock on my door.
what is the age of
Don't worry,
con?
Aaron. It's just immigration.
What are you trying to say, Fred?
What do you think I'm trying to say?
Let me see. It is 17. Wait. The age of consent is 13. Yeah.
Yeah, I know because that's where I plan to live. Because I mean, listen. The point is, that was a joke. But the point is like it's just like a cultural. It's like a culture thing, right? Like we as Americans are trained to view any form of pedophilia as a bad thing, obviously, right? Because it
Of
is,
course.
right? But in Japan, they're not real. They're not real people. They're fictional characters. So the
Are you
limits.
talking about the people that live in Japan, or
No, I mean it's like the reason why they're able to have animes that like can
de-
sexualize little.
depict women as sexualized like that?
What?
I was trying to help you out because it looked like you were struggling. I was gonna say depict women or females that look of underage.
Yeah. The reason why they're able to do that is because they're fictional characters. So they don't view it as, oh, pedophilia. It's just a fictional character. Like there's no limit. Like there's no taboo, you know. Now if they illustrate a Japanese prime minister and they animate him touching a fictional little girl, then it becomes an issue because now you evolved someone that does exist.
Yeah.
But that's why they're able to do it. I mean, and that's why these things are popular. Because I mean, it's not like lolis just came around like a year ago. You know, they've been around even before we knew what the word for them was, and it's just a cultural thing, and it makes me upset because what was it? I think like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, there was, I believe it was like a British reporter went to Japan and made this whole like hour or something documentary saying how Japan supports pedophilia, and and like she was like going up to people saying, "Do you feel right selling this book?" It was like a manga that like had like a loli or whatever, like that shows this girl that's clearly not of age in a relationship with an older guy, and it's just a case of people just don't understand the cultural difference.
Yeah, it's just a
Like
case of
obviously to
ignorance.
us, it's like weird, right? Like if, for example, if my mom were to see the anime that I was watching, that scene where I said where the little schoolgirl's like naked and she's like, "Oh, who's at the door?" She'd be like, "Get out of my house."
Get out of my house.
But but this is like a whole team of studio animators making it. Clearly, they don't see it that way because they wouldn't have like a whole team of animators making this to go on Japanese television. You know?
Agreed.
It's like this weird fine line. Like that's why I find Japanese culture so interesting because everything's like, what's the word? Like it's just their whole mentality is different. They're structured around respect and they understand things a lot better, you know? They're not quick to like shun things immediately, you know?
Yeah.
Unless you do something that's like, well, I mean, you're just being a dick, you know? Like they're very
Fred.
polite and stuff. Like here, it's like if someone, let's say we had a cartoon and they show like a little girl and she was like an elementary school girl dating a high schooler, that'd be on the fucking news like day one saying, "Are you letting your kids watch this?" Because it's so sensitive, you know.
Yeah.
But Japan, it's like, oh well, they're not even real people, so like to them, a elementary school girl dating a high schooler is the same as elementary school girl dating a fish guy because they're not real. It's weird, but I understand it at the same time.
Fred, what are you doing?
He's
uh,
loading up the gun to come to my house and kill me.
Right?
why would
We
I
must
kill?
save America from you. We must save all the
Rico, why would I kill you?
lollies.
You're gonna make America great again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't see. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're gonna.
are you saying he would become the next presidential candidate?
I mean, I'd vote for him.
Like,
Bet,
uh,
Rico would probably be better than the current guy in office.
You mean Trump?
Yeah, Rico would be better than Trump.
uh, because, well, look. This is what I'm gonna say though. I'm just gonna put the facts down on this subject once and for all. I don't have a lowly like fetish or nothing. I just think they're cute, right?
Yeah.
But I still don't like to make too much of a big deal out of it to like address it too much because I know it sounds bad, right?
Hmm.
Because people will automatically assume if I say, "Oh, I like lolis," they'll automatically assume, "Oh, he fabs to fucking loli hentai and shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it's just more like some people just save cute anime girls for like wallpapers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's just like if anything's cute, I'll save it. Like so, if you look at my phone, there's like there's voluptuous, beautiful woman, and then there's like a loli that's like eating an ice cream cone. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. But you're
Yeah.
not gonna see pictures of like a loli getting her fucking behind penetrated or something. So I'm like, no.
What is it? I've had since I'm on DeviantArt and I upload there, I've gotten a lot of requests. Um, so far, I have not gotten any lolies or anyone of underage that I know of, at least. Ugh. But I've been asked to draw a lot of lewd things that I'm just not comfortable doing yet.
Um. So should I stop messaging you about it?
I mean, I don't. Mm, well, what?
Because like I'm the one that made all those DeviantArt accounts to message you about it.
Oh, okay.
No.
If that's the case, then hold on now. Hold on.
You get a message from one of them that specifically says draw a lewd loli.
Right. No, I've gotten a lot of just like draw this girl in this position with me inside of her ejaculating and whatnot. And she looks happy with the ahago face, and I look like I just came. I'm like, all right, I don't want to have
Oh
to.
god.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to have to draw you. I've gotten a lot of people saying, can you draw my original character or stuff like that? I'm like, why can't you just
That's
draw it yourself?
because they want to see it in your style.
I mean, that makes sense,
And
but
because they suck.
I mean, I don't
Fred.
think anyone sucks at drawing because I'll see people that their artwork looks air quote bad, but even then there's still a lot of detail. Like there's this chick that follows me on Instagram, and her artwork, it's like it looks like the amount of detail she puts to it, it's real good, like real good. But like her body portions are all off and stuff like that. But the amount of detail put into it is again, it looks real nice. It's just like you'll have like a boob that's like 1,000 times bigger than the other boob or stuff like that, or like the
Uh,
face looks all weird.
See, Fred, you should never, ever put down an artist that tries.
oh no, that's not what I meant. What I mean by it is suck is like, like somebody will try and draw their own original character, but they can't get it perfect. And like, Aaron probably could.
No, no one's perfect.
Yeah, I don't believe in
That's true.
perfection.
People's goal is to draw like, well,
Could I?
let's say no one's goal that some artists would love is to draw a photo that's so good or a picture that's so good that looks like a photo of like a real person,
Yeah.
and they'll keep trying and trying, and even though their art could look so fucking amazing, they will never be satisfied because they will still want it to be better. Because their styles
That's
can always improve. There's no, I don't believe there's a peak.
that's true.
I just believe there's a how far can I get,
To uh,
or
to
am I able
quote
to do this?
to quote an anime character, I'll quote the the scientist from Bleach when he meets the one guy who says he's perfect. Perfection sucks is because when something is perfect, there's no room for creativity. There's nothing else. There's nothing else you could do. You've basically perfected something, so why bother anymore? You can't improve it because it's perfect. You can't change it because it's perfect.
Action, not something I want to do.
Yeah. Akusoshi Chizo. But yeah,
Yeah.
forgot his name. But yeah, as weird as that
My
character
ear.
is, that touched me right in my penis. I mean, in my chest.
And it's funny because of all the characters, it was my Yuri that did it.
Yeah.
Fucking hate that guy with his weird ass long nail.
Just the one nail. Is it like on his
The
ring
one
finger?
nail. That's ridiculously long.
He
Like how much?
changes his hairstyle like a lot. It was like in the beginning he had like a faux hawk almost, and then he had like a lion's mane later on. Just random.
Oh, fucking. But you know, it's just art is an amazing thing.
It is.
And it's also very disturbing at the same time.
It is. I mean, you should look at my phone. I mean, you should look at the internet.
You should just look at my search history, just that in itself.
Oh man, you know it's sad when I go to Google Chrome and you know how they show you like your most 8 visited tabs, right?
Yeah.
Like they're all the hentai sites and porn sites, and I'm like, huh? Oh well. Like
Oh well.
like what am I gonna do? Like lie?
Nah. You be honest about that. So that's why I keep it on my phone. Always on the phone.
Mm-mm. Fuck that. I was
Right.
reorganizing my DVDs the other day and my Blu-rays, and like I found my hentai stash, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Nice. I don't think I have one. I don't have any.
Yet.
Yeah, no, I just draw my own. Fuck that. I create my own hentai. If I want it, I'll create it. And that's what I do.
All right. Well, I'm waiting.
I mean, I just right now I was in the middle of doing a video for John, or I'm pretty much almost done with it. It was um he asked me how to color or how I color my artwork, so I did a video on that. I'm gonna post it on my channel. Um, but yeah, I just went and I did a Mercy from Overwatch.
But did you give her a dick?
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because Mercy doesn't have a dick. Why would I give her a
You
dick?
don't know.
Rico, why would you do that?
You don't know. Have you seen her naked?
Yes.
No.
I've watched
No.
all the videos on Pornhub.
Well, I've seen some where she has a dick. So what do you have to say to that?
I say that was photoshopped.
No.
I think they took a little bit too much creative liberty for that.
All right. Look. Listen. You mean to tell me that the porno I saw, where Mercy's fucking diva with her dick, is a fantasy?
It is.
It's all a fantasy, sadly.
But it
It's
was
all
still
in your
awesome.
head.
I mean, you know what? I probably would have spanked it to that as well, but
The dick makes it better. Traps are not gay.
trips are not gay. There you go. I posted on the Zeroes a messenger chat the Mercy I did.
I can't even look at her anymore because they nerfed her so much that I gave up on the game and I uninstalled it.
I haven't played in like ages. I'm afraid to go back on and see what they've done.
I had like 200 hours on her, and then they just made her worse and worse and worse, and I gave up.
Within my first like month of owning the game, I had pretty much almost, I want to say, like 80 hours on just Mercy alone.
It just sucks. All right, Aaron. So how much do I have to pay you to draw a front view of a trap?
The front, oh god, does that mean I have to draw the junk as
Yes.
well? No.
And it has to look cute.
Does this look cute? Which
That's
trap?
what-
All right, show me a picture of this trap, and I'll see what I can.
got plenty.
I got plenty.
Tell
Here,
me
I'll post up the picture on. Let me see.
just tell me what you.
Let's see. Just show me a picture and I'll see what I can do.
I mean, how lewd are we going?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. What do you want?
The full package.
Like it hanging out?
No, no.
Like you see it?
Well, I don't know.
Like it's out?
Rico, just send him an example.
Like out?
Fred, shut up.
Like
Look at my phone.
like it's out in the open?
Like, hold on. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much. That's too much. That's mine. That's too much.
That's mine.
Anyway, guys, I actually gotta go.
Oh, where you gotta go?
I'm really tired.
Oh, you're a slut.
What? Fred, no.
Yes,
No, I don't care if you're tired. Sit up.
I am sitting up.
All right.
Drink
Walk
some
around
coffee.
the house.
Drink some coffee. Do some squats.
I don't drink coffee.
Why not? Coffee's good.
What?
Coffee sucks.
It's because you're a bitch.
He's not wrong.
You're an asshole.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Why are you calling him an asshole, Fred?
Because he is.
I mean, I don't mind. I am what I eat.
Yeah, but I've tried coffee before. I just don't like it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you've tried eating asshole, Fred. I was just like, elaborate.
Yeah, no. I mean, I haven't been with a girl who was into that, so.
Are you into that? I'm curious now.
No.
I want to know. I want to
No.
know. No, you tell me,
I
Fred.
wouldn't
Tell
go
me.
there.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Now we
Just,
have to know.
you wouldn't lick the rim. Just a little.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know.
They're just like.
You gotta figure this out. I want to know if you know.
It's
I
like
also
this.
want to know.
From my past experiences, I
From
would
your past
say
experience,
no.
just from trying, or from just
No,
past.
let me give you an example. My past
What's going on?
experiences with a few things, like
With
BDSM.
Oh, you've tried
Like
this?
BDSM.
No. Okay, how
Like-
far have you gone with this, Fred? How far have you gone with BDSM? Enlighten me. I want to know. Tell me
What's it like?
Just lay it all out. Lay it
I'm
all
not gonna
out.
go into details on this.
Yes.
But before I tried this stuff, I would have said no. But in the moment, I was like, sure, let's try this.
Okay, so what'd you do?
I'm saying with the whole eating ass. Right
No, but what
now,
did you do for the
but in the
BDSM?
moment-
That's
you,
not BDSM at all.
you didn't tell me anything about the BDSM. I want to know what you did. What made it BDSM?
Aaron, I'll DM you about this later for reasons that
It
only
needs to
you
be
know.
on the. It needs to be on the podcast. You don't have to say who with. Just say what you did.
I mean, you said it when I asked you a question about it. You told me it would be BDSM. So
Fred, just say it.
I
God.
can't remember. You gotta boggle my mind. Just say it real quick. Everyone's curious.
On second thought, I better not say anything.
Fred.
Now that I think about it, I just rather not.
Ah.
Why?
Now, memories.
Memory. Just say what you did.
Stop being a pansy.
being a little bitch.
I'd rather not.
Oh, you're no fun. Ah.
All right. Well, I got 2 pictures, so
All right,
Fred
just-
bought me.
Well, then throw them up so I can see them. I put up my mercy on the video.
But
so
I'm also upset that Fred won't tell me this interesting story because he's being a little girl, and it makes me sad. I wanted to know.
Is that the testicles?
Yes.
Oh.
It looks cute.
What the hell?
So it has to look like that.
Rico, what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, bitch? You won't even tell me a story about your sexual experience.
Why would you even want to know?
Because it's you. I can imagine like you like slapped her with like your hand. You're like, oh yeah, you like that?
Hey, John's here.
Hey, oh, his mic is disabled.
I wonder why.
Like Fred, like I don't like what did she make you do like an oath of blood saying like you can't tell anyone about what we did? Like
What is this?
Hey, John.
John, Fred said that he did BDSM with a girl once and he refuses to tell us what he did.
Yeah, that too. I think John's more focused on what he's seeing right now.
Yeah, I was like, what is all this?
Aaron wanted to see it.
I was curious because he said he wanted me to draw some traps, and I was just like how? And then he showed me this.
Well,
No.
I have examples.
Right?
Give me more clarity. Give me more clarity. I said, Aaron, how much would I have to pay you to draw a trap from the front view, like naked? And he's like it hanging out, and I'm like, yeah, and I was like, well, it has to look. He's like, you want me to draw the dick? I'm like, yes, but it has to look cute. He's like, what do you mean it has to look cute? And I was like, I'll show you.
Wow.
And while I was looking for the picture to show him, Fred casually dropped that he did BDSM once, and so Aaron was like, wait. And so I'm like, yes, this will buy me time. And so Fred, right when Fred refuses to tell it, he's like, on second thought I shouldn't. I send the pictures, and I'm like, wait, Fred, you're not going to talk about it? And Fred's like, whoa, what's this? And then you showed up.
And this is where we are now. Jesus.
So now that you're all caught up.
Okay, so now that John is here, we can officially do the podcast.
Now that John's here,
Right?
we can officially
We've
get
been
to the meat
recording
of
this
the
entire time. What are you talking about? We're almost an hour in.
Wow.
Fred,
That's all I can say.
Fred, if you value our friendship, our trust, you could be man enough to just tell me about this experience.
And everyone else on the internet that might see this.
Rico, it's better I don't.
Why?
But I'm so curious that I can't stop looking, Rico.
Like, what, are you gonna start crying because she whipped you?
No, God, I think I better go.
Oh,
should've
no.
brought it up. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Why?
God damn it.
What?
You
Why?
don't leave because of that. You leave because you, gotta go to bed or you really need to go to the bathroom.
Well, I kind of gotta go to bed anyway, so.
What time do
No,
you got
you
work?
don't.
Is he leaving?
No, he's gonna stay here because he loves us.
Rico, it's just please drop it and please just forget about it. It's best that we don't. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up.
So now you're saying I'm an idiot.
No, I'm saying I am.
So you're saying that you would like lolis instead of traps?
Actually,
I'm saying I hate.
All
Don't-
right, Fred. You have to
don't-
pick one right now. Lolis or traps?
Okay, what is the trap again?
You're looking at.
yeah, you're basically looking at one, Fred.
Shoot. Hold on.
There you go,
Oh,
John.
what did John?
There you go, John. John with the rescue. Why don't you like lolis?
You want to see what traps are, Fred? Here, I'll show you some.
They're a combination of traps.
I'd rather not.
All right.
Sorry.
So lolis or traps? Pick one.
I'm gonna go with whatever John said.
Lolis or traps? Pick one.
Oh, I gotta finish this work, so I'll probably see how you guys are doing in a bit.
What? Then why'd you show up?
Because I was confused, and I looked at the time, I was like, oh man. They probably messaged me, and they're like, where's John?
I was able to handle it, John. I finally got everything up and running.
That's great. Just, don't let Rico go wild.
I'll try not to. It's gonna be very hard to
we
since
had the loli conversation for like 30 minutes. So
we had a lolly porn. We pretty much had everything.
Oh. It can't be worse than the drunk podcast we had last week.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
That was great.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You
It
guys have
wasn't.
fun, you know.
I can't even remember what I said.
I can't remember what I
I'll
said
be
either.
seeing you guys.
All
You,
right.
you make it sound like you're gonna see me in like my dreams, and he's gone. Damn it.
Damn it. All right, Fred. Look how beautiful these
All right.
women are.
So Fred, let me tell you the difference. A loli is basically a chick that looks underaged, but she's not. But she can be as well. A
Yes.
trap. A trap is basically a guy that looks like an underage chick, or just a chick in general.
Not under.
Just a chick in general. It's a guy that looks like a chick. It's a
It's a guy
cross-dresser.
that's so feminine. That's so feminine that not only does his voice sound like a girl, he looks like a girl. And when the character finds out he's a guy, they're like, "What?"
Pretty much.
And no,
Okay,
don't say
so-
fucking Haku because Haku is the shittiest fucking trap I've seen in my entire life
Who?
of researching trap history.
Who? Wait,
Okay.
who?
Okay, Rico. Let me. I have some questions. So if I choose lolly or trap, why am I choosing one of them? Like,
He's just asking for your preference, Fred. He's just curious about what you'd prefer.
okay, preference for what?
Motherfucker, is preference as in which you'd prefer. Which would you like? Would you like a loli or a trap? If you had to choose, would you rather have a loli or a trap?
Like have them how?
Motherfucker,
Fred,
if you had
we're
to
not
be with
doing
one,
this shit again. Just answer the question.
fucking
being
stop
a-
hiding behind the bush. It's a yes or no question. It's a I choose this or I choose that. It's not a well if you say this then it changes the factor
You're
of
turning something
this.
that was supposed to be a simple little joke into an actual like, well, what do I have to know? Like, no, like just what do you prefer?
Fred, would you prefer hooking up?
We told you what they both are. So if you had to choose between which one or the other, like you had to like do a research paper on it. What?
Uh, I'll pick whatever Aaron picks.
No, don't you
pick.
don't
Pick for
no
yourself.
pick for yourself, you fucking asshole. Don't
I
follow
am.
my height. No, because I don't have a preference. So therefore, you're fucked. You choose right now.
And you can't say you don't have a preference. You have to choose one.
I mean, in this instance, let Fred. All right, Rico, you're supposed to be on my side.
Mm,
Fred,
uh,
just fucking pick already.
what'd you say?
I said just fucking pick already.
Okay, hold on.
Are you researching it right now?
No, I'm gonna go with lollies.
All right, there you go. How hard was that?
Wow.
How hard was that?
So Fred would go with the underage girl versus the guy that looks like a girl. You heard it here, folks. Not just Fred is officially a lolicon. Next album's gonna be called Lolis for Life.
That would actually be pretty good. Pretty good album.
Oh yeah, I'll put that on a third album, Lowly for Life.
I want you like the first track's gonna be I Love Lolis. Second track is gonna be
Second
I'm not
trap.
a pedo.
Second trap.
Look, I have a lot on my mind right now.
I could tell.
You know it's awesome because like there was this one time where I used to do this thing where my lock screen and wallpaper would be lewds of like a character. So my lock screen would be them in like skimpy clothing, and when
Of
we would
course.
open the phone, it'd be them completely naked, right?
Yeah.
I did that a lot with traps, and there was one time where I like had my phone there, right? And like, well, I didn't care. Like people knew, like, you know, like oh whatever. Like he likes anime guys and anime girls, right? Um, freaking someone like got my phone and they like said, "Oh, can I use your phone?" I was like, "Oh yeah, whatever." And they got it and they open it, see like a Stofo, and they open it and then the Stofo's dick's out and they're like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that is the most beautiful woman that I'm so sad that I'll never meet."
God damn.
Like I don't hide anything. I'm like an open book because it's like how you gonna make friends if like you can't be yourself, you know?
That's fair. That's fair.
And so, like, if I lay out the worst of it, dead on front, and they can take it, then there should be nothing else they should have a problem with for the rest of our friendship.
That's true. That's true.
No, I'm not gonna like straight up like grab my phone and shove it in their face. Say, look at my trap pictures. It was just
Look at
more
my
like,
collection.
it was just more like, oh, okay, this happened. So
Yeah.
it's like, whatever.
I can't stop laughing about John. Wait, what is this?
I felt like he was like a parent checking in on his kids.
Right, pretty much. I mean, you're
I
the
leave
little
that
shits and
phone
Fred's
for
just
5
like.
minutes.
I feel bad for John sometimes.
Poor guy. I feel bad for Fred sometimes
Why is that?
Why?
because I feel like he gets shit on this podcast
He
sometimes.
kind of does.
Yeah, I do.
At least he
know?
recognizes it.
It's all in your head.
What?
It's all in your head.
I'll be right back.
It's not.
Time isn't real. Time is an illusion. It's all in your head. So,
The
Fred.
traps are all in your head too.
Oh, yeah, they are right now. That's all I could think about. But listen. Fred. Pink
back.
hair girls or purple hair girls?
Purple hair. It's like a theme.
Purple.
It's like a theme in anime where purple hair girls are just a little bit more lusty.
Pink hairs are awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with purple. Purple.
Purple for
Purple's
life.
cool.
Shut up, Fred. You're probably just going off my answer.
You shut up.
But you know what my favorite is? Is when a girl has blonde hair with
Uh-huh.
an anime girl has blonde hair but with pink undertones.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Like you can see like they have 2 layers of color and the bottom layer is pink. And it kind of shows a little bit through the blonde, but it's shaded really well. And I'm like, that's beautiful.
I like no, purple or red. Purple, red, and silver are pretty much the colors I like when it comes
You
to.
can't go wrong with silver.
Huh?
You can't go wrong with silver.
No, no.
But my favorite combo of color coordination is girl with white long hair and purple eyes. I love them.
But if they have red eyes, that pretty much.
No. See, the red eyes, you get them all the time.
That's
Purple
fair.
eyes, rare. So when you get it, it's like it's almost like if you eat steak every day, eventually the hamburger's gonna look just good.
That's fair.
But I don't know. It's just something about pink, like not just the hair, but like just pink. It's just something so attractive about it. Like when I see an anime girl that has like like regular like hair, but she's wearing like a pink blouse, I'm like, look at you.
You're
Like, let me show
fucking
you.
adorable.
Let me show you an example. Let's see. Look at this. Look how cute that is. Look at that color coordination. It's adorable. I want to pet her.
I want to pet.
Pat her. Pat her head. She's adorable.
Yeah, when I see purple hair, I feel like a anime girl is more like lusty, and she's more, I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
like kind of like that.
It's adorable. Look at the pink undertones. It adds. It adds. So, Fred, what's your preference for anime girl hair?
I'm gonna go with purple, and I'm gonna go with blue. Not like the bright blue, but like the royal type blue.
Oh, the gay blue. I got you. Okay. So, next time. I'm just kidding.
Though that makes sense for Fred. Now that I think about it, purple is your favorite color.
You want to see how pink looks? You want to know how great pink is? This is how great. This is what you get with pink. All right. We wouldn't have this without pink.
There you go. Isn't she a loli?
Pink for-
It looked like a lewd version of Majin Buu.
It's Android 21.
Dumb illiterate fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I see lewd Majin Buu.
It's Android 21.
It's Android 21. She's the new Android.
I see a lolly. I see like Kid Buu. I see like this is like a lolly
Fred,
Buu.
have you even played Fighters yet?
I don't even have a current generation console.
Shut up. It's Android 21, and she has a Majin form.
And she's not a lolly either. She's underage, but she doesn't look
No, she's
underage.
not. She was a mother. She was Android 16's mom.
Oh, that's right.
And then she became an android, and she was barely been an android for like 9 years.
Oh, that's right. That's what I was looking at.
But yeah, that was Dr. Zheroes' wife, and well, not that, but like that's her Majin form, cause she has Majin DNA. So cause like Cell was an android,
Yeah.
so she's also like she's pretty much like Cell, cause she's able to like absorb people. And she has a Majin form, and she's great, and she's beautiful, and she wears heels, and that's awesome because her personality tells me that she will step on me, and I don't mind that.
Every time I think of red-haired anime chicks, I always think of Rhea Gregory from High School DxD.
Oh, dude, I could like.
So do I.
Oh.
There's a trap in there and a loli just for you.
You see, it's funny because I showed it Fred High School D&D the first episode because he's never seen it, and this was like years ago, and he was like, "What am I watching?" I'm like, "Greatness."
Greatness in its final form.
And John was there too, and John had already seen it with me, and Fred was just like, "What's going on?"
Throughout all the harem going on, I actually like it. Like, even besides the harem.
Wait, what now?
High School DxD, like the actual story.
Oh no, like it's funny because it's one of those rare cases where it's an ecchi anime that has a very decent story with a lot of character development.
I like the fight scenes. I want to say like halfway through.
Boost.
Yeah, and when he turns into his overdrive mode, when he gets overdrive, and then he's like, "Where is Asya?" And then he just gets all like pissed off, and then just beats the shit out of the guy.
Give me a moment, guys.
Yeah, I tell John all the time where I laugh so hard every time I hear the boost.
Boost.
Like I don't know if you remember.
Divine Divide.
I think it was in the second or the third season where Issei had to fight this guy, and he had the ability to just divide things in half.
Yeah, that's Lucifer, or his son.
Yeah.
His son.
And the way they convince him to finally get the strength to beat him is they say, "What if he reduces Rias's boob size in half?"
And then it's just like, "Fuck that!"
Like, you don't touch her boobs. Boost.
Right? And then he's just like, "Not Asya. She barely has anything left."
But it just starts going crazy. Boost.
Dude, that was I fucking died laughing during the entire anime.
Any other anime, it'd just be like, you can't lose the one that means the most to you. And it's
right?
Like, I gotta protect my family, my friends. It's like, I gotta protect her tits.
Like, I gotta protect the size of her tits. And then he's like calling everyone's tits by like different names, like Farias's fun bags, and for like, it's just oh god, it's funny as hell.
I imagine that the voice actor of Issei has such a fun time.
I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, like I want to say, around season 3, when he gets the overdrive mode and he gets all angry, it was fucking hilarious. Or not hilarious, it was badass. I like that part. Brew it. Do it.
Brew
it. Emperor Palpatine, everyone gotta love him. Oh, it looks like the.
No.
Looks like
Die.
the stream is doing better. The connection's better. That's good. That's always good. I haven't had my daily dose of memes today. I feel kind of sad.
What was that?
I said I haven't had my daily dose of memes. My daily dose of memes today.
I thought you said weed. I was like, what?
That too, I guess.
You smoke the grass?
It's been a while, a long time. What is it? I'm on because I look at my memes on iFunny, and I see that Mia Khalifa is now like sponsoring something about like memology and stuff like that. I miss her.
Mia Khalifa is beautiful.
I right. I was when I was I used to work over at Kielbasa. When I used to work over at Kielbasa, and they were telling me, "Oh yeah, Mia Khalifa, she's alright." I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? She's gorgeous."
She is beautiful, and she did the Sasha Grey thing of, I'm gonna do this for a very short time, get my quick fame, make my money, and then do something actually productive with my life.
Yeah, wasn't she like a waitress or something like that before then?
Like, all I'm saying is like mad respect, you know? Like, own what you do.
Totally.
Because if you're not proud of it, then like why do it? You know, like she made her bank, and she's fucking fine now. She pulled out. You know, some other porn stars, they just get stuck because they just can't do anything else. Unfortunately,
Mm,
like look at Sasha Grey. She's been in movies, like actual movies.
what the fuck am I watching? All right, I'm gonna start just posting memes, cause Jesus, oh Lord, Jesus Christ. So yeah, what is it? I'm working on that video that I told you about, where John wanted me to record my coloring process, and so I was so angry because I was recording using the software I'm doing right now, and then halfway through my audio cut off, and I didn't know because I never checked up on it. So it was just like half of it's just like gone. So I had to do like voiceovers,
That sucks.
and I got into the. Oh, I don't remember anything I was saying, so I'm like trying to remember what I'm saying. And there was just one part where I'm doing the hair, and I'm just like, okay, we'll just skip past this, or we'll fast forward. And when it's fast forwarding, I have the Cotton Eye Joe, like the first 30 seconds of Cotton Eye Joe playing
Why that song?
because it's hilarious. It's like, well, we're gonna just move on to the hair, and we're gonna fast forward through it, and then it's like, give me a long time ago. And then I have Rules of Nature from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, because that is one of
Metal
my.
Gear Rising Revengeance. You know what's awesome about that? I
What?
got the steelbook of it, and it came with the soundtrack.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I love the soundtrack. It's my favorite.
And hey, if you got me a copy of Devil May Cry 3's physical soundtrack, I trade you.
Shh. Deal, if I could do it.
Because I would love to have a physical CD copy of like any of the Devil May Cry games soundtrack. Because I just love the fucking metal that shreds when demons show up, and then the fucking guitar is just like dun dun dun. I'm like, oh shit, time to fuck people up.
What is it? When I was playing Halo, and it was Halo 2, and you're on like the Covenant ship on the. Yeah, you're on the Covenant ship. I forget what it's called. But and then you're playing, and then suddenly Breaking Benjamin starts playing, and you're just like shooting the elite, and you're like, all right, this is badass.
I just like how the Halo games revolves around Master Chief, just saying badass shit. Like, what happens if you miss? I won't.
I won't. You're like, all right, yeah, that's bad. now that you
Okay.
now that you think about it, it's pretty much the entire game. What are you gonna do now? I'm gonna finish the fight.
That's just Master. What are you doing? Giving the Covenant their bomb back.
right? Just nothing but one-liners. The Master Chief is.
But I still gotta love them.
Of course, you gotta love the Master Chief. What else is there?
Oh.
Oh. I used to be able to play the first part of the intro on the guitar on the second one, the Mjolnir mix.
But can we all agree that Halo 5 was disappointing?
It was, yeah. They took away couch gaming. That was the worst part of it.
Like it's not like it's a rare thing as it is, and you're gonna take away the one franchise that still kept it going.
Yeah, that was like the best thing about Halo is that I would be able to go on, and I would be able to play like with my friends that came over. And then I remember I was trying to play with my brother, and I'm like, okay, let's do this, and I couldn't do it. And then I looked at the case, and I was just like, what the fuck? And it says offline, one player. I'm like, what the shit? When did that happen?
What's more disappointing and the bigger slap in the face is not only did they take away couch co-op, but they made a game that gives you an actual squad.
Yeah.
So it's like you had the potential to have it. It wouldn't be awkward of like how other Halo games where all the cutscenes involve Master Chief, but then somehow you're still there. But
Yeah.
They could have been like, oh, choose your character. Nah, fuck that.
What is it? I want to say in Halo 3, it was the first player was Master Chief, and then the second player was the Arbiter, which is pretty cool. Fucking saying Hades. Oh yeah, the grunts. Oh, I loved it when you just like listen in on them every once in a while. And they're just saying some funny ass shit.
Damn it!
It's the heretic. Makes me want to watch Red versus Blue.
I do that. I think I said that before, but I fucking do the brute noises all the time at work.
Oh yeah.
Like they just bring me a cart full of like dirty ass dishes.
Did you say brute? That's the elite.
Oh yeah. Look, dude, I'm fucking tired. But unlike Fred, I'm gonna tough it out.
Where is Fred? Is he still alive?
Yeah, I'm just listening in.
What was the last game you played, Fred?
Last game that I played?
Yeah.
The last game I bought was Grand Theft Auto 5.
What's the last game you played?
Forza Motorsport 4.
Pathetic.
I mean, no. To be fair, the Forza games are alright. I'm not into racing games.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I haven't even played Forza Horizon 3, and I even know that it's currently like, best racing game ever.
Okay. Until the next one.
You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like it's weird with racing games and like I guess racing games and sports games. I feel like all it is that they add more cars, more people, take away people, and then add like a slight bit more to the mechanics, and that's about it. Other than that, it's pretty much the same game every year, and you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference unless you got one from like the 2000s to the current one.
No, that's only the speed games.
No, Fred, I've played multiple of the Forza games, and they all feel the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you played Motorsport 4, you said it felt a lot different from Horizon 2.
That's because I had my settings that were different.
No, I mean you had the
Horizon
settings the same as you.
Horizon compared to like the normal motorsport ones are different because you've gone from open world to kind of like guided.
Being on a track.
Yeah.
And then even when you said he had a Forza Motorsport 6, he even said it was different than that.
I mean, well, because the one that you have is what, 4?
Yeah, it's 4.
And when did that come out?
2012.
And 6 came out?
In 2014.
Let me see.
Hold on, let me yeah.
You do that. What?
You're forgetting something though.
What?
Forza is almost like Madden and other sports games where the core gameplay will never really change.
Yeah.
They'll just tweak it.
That's what I said. It's like racing games.
But the only thing I could say though is Need for Speed says fuck that, they just have gimmicks. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of Need for Speed games is just gimmicks. Like, okay, it's the same game but different concept. Like, okay, now you could be a cop and now you're chasing people. Okay, now you're running from the cops. Okay, now you're doing street racing. Okay, like
But I
now
guess
you're
the
doing.
same thing could be said for like every game out there.
No, what I'm saying though is like Need for Speed tries to have
Oh
variety,
yeah.
whereas Forza just tries to be racing simulator, and that's it. It's not trying to be anything else. So all they focus about is just making the racing fun. It's
Okay,
like
Rico.
what?
Rico. Okay, so Motorsport 4 came out in 2011. Motorsport 6 came out in 2015. Rico. So let me tell you something about Need for Speed. If you play Need for Speed to Run, and then you play Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, there's like a 2-year difference between them. They are the exact same game. When I mean the exact same, I mean like the backgrounds are even the
Okay, Fred,
same.
I don't
The
care.
only, you're the one. Hey, you're the one who's going on about it.
No, I'm
So
saying that they have a lot of different games, and that a lot of them are different. What I'm saying about Forza is they're not trying to have variety. They're just trying to improve on what they already have. That's why a lot of Need for Speed games, there's like a lot of them because they always keep trying to pump out different things.
oh, now
Forza
I see what you mean.
is just like Madden. Let's just keep releasing one as often as we can, where it's pretty much the same, but we're just gonna tweak it, fine tune it.
What was that one that we
Okay, now
used
I
to
see what
play,
you mean.
Fred? What was it, like Midnight something?
What do you mean?
That racing game we used to play when we were like going to like middle school together. It was like Midnight Rider.
Oh, Midnight Club.
Midnight Club. There you
Midnight
go.
Club 3. Yeah.
That one was fun.
Like even in Midnight Club 3, those were different. The first one, it was the first one was good. The second one was kind of meh, but the third one, oh my god, even the remix.
Okay, so
And
what is it
then
good or not?
Yeah, I don't know.
uh, yeah, Midnight Club 3 remix. It's really good.
I just didn't.
Okay,
Like I
I
put
just.
it in the top 5 best racing games.
Who's fapping?
Fred, listen, Fred.
What?
Oh, I'm fapping right now, but that's not what the noise is.
Okay,
But
just
listen,
checking.
Fred.
What?
You know why I can never really get into racing games?
Why?
Because the core game is holding R2.
What?
The core game is holding R2, right trigger, to
Uh
go.
huh. Mhm.
That's boring to me. I can respect why people like to play them, but at the end of the day, you're just holding one button and then occasionally letting go and holding the other button to brake a little bit, do some drifting. But that's about it. I mean, that's why they're the easiest arcade cabinets to make, because you got a gas pedal and a brake pedal.
And your steering wheel, of course, but that's besides.
I mean, that's just standard. It's your joystick. You know, like
That's it.
it's just it's just whatever to me. It's like and you can't give me the argument with Call of Duty. You just like point and shoot. I'm like, okay, yeah, but like
Oh no,
I
Call
can.
of Duty, you don't just point and shoot. You actually got to move around and
Hey,
stuff.
Fred, I'm talking. I gotta use all my buttons.
If you had to choose, Rico, what would be your preferred or favorite game type?
Hmm?
If you had to choose like your game type to be your favorite, what would it be?
Oh, it's fighting games, hands down.
Hands down fighting. I hate fighting games only because if I go up against my girlfriend, she just does nothing but button mash and it angers the shit out of me.
Like I play fighting games in the sense of I get super
Competitive?
technical.
Oh, technical.
Like I will look at the combo list and see because they know what they're about now. Fighting games, like people that make them, so they provide the data that people want to know, like frames, like how much frames is this combo, how much is the recovery frames, meaning frames of animation before you're able to control your character again.
Mm-hmm.
Because people need to know that so you can calculate which combos can like bounce to other combos to or essentially you could do the literal Marvel versus Capcom thing of just the person doesn't even have a chance to fight back. You know?
Yeah.
it sounds super easy. Like, okay, after this combo, do this combo, do that combo. But it's easy in theory, incredibly difficult to master because you're talking about doing button presses to the point
Oh
zero
yeah,
2 second.
I've tried playing fighting games and I suck sorely at them because I can never pull off the combos.
Like, if you go into a fighting game online and they put you against someone that's experienced, you won't even know what to do because your body will never touch the floor.
Pretty much. The only fighting game, or air quote fighting game I ever played was the Soul Calibur games, and I tried playing online with those. And also Dead or Alive 5. I tried playing online with those games, and it was pretty much, I never won any game I went up against anyone.
And
I,
the reason why I love fighting games so much is because I like that feeling of just straight up one on one,
That too.
just
Because,
straight up one on one,
like,
and
the victory is solely up to you. You don't have to rely on a team or anything like
I
that.
was better than you. I beat you. Like I didn't beat this group of people and I got first place. I didn't beat that. No, I beat you. I whooped your ass. Like like Call of Duty's fun, or like shooting games are fun, right? But most of the time you're on a team or it's free for all,
Pretty
you
much.
know. But I just like that feeling of I'm on the mic. I could hear this dude getting frustrated because I'm beating him. It's like, and then right when it's like rematch, he immediately hits quit.
Yeah.
Like I did that. You
What
know,
is it? For me, my favorite games are always open world RPGs, or my favorite type of games.
Persona's fine.
I love Persona. I haven't played it in a long time because
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I've been playing Fallout. I'm sorry. I've been playing a lot of Fallout. I have Fallout. I bought DLC a long ass time ago, and I just never played
Mm.
the DLC, and I feel like ass because I bought it and now it's just sitting there.
I was gonna say though that the best fighting game franchise that I love is the Tekken series
Oh yeah, Tekken's good.
Be- because that game always gives you a fighting chance. I I wouldn't say I don't like the Marvel vs. Capcom series, but what I don't like about them is Tekken series. You can make
Oh yeah,
one
Tekken's
mistake
good.
and there's no recovery because that game always gives you like you drop your combo, the person gets a chance to hit you, you're done because they won't drop their combo,
Yeah.
and you're done. Tekken, even if you're good at like juggling to where you could keep them in the air for a while, there's no indefinite thing where they won't be able to eventually hit the ground. They will hit the ground. You may have took like half their life, but they still got a fighting chance. Fucking Street Fighter, oh good luck. Like fucking because Tekken's more like all about combo lists. Like Tekken has like in Street Fighter, there's no like actual like combos. It's just you have your high, medium, low kick, your high, medium, low punch. You string them together. Tekken is like every character has like literally 120 move combo list, and each character is different.
Yeah.
And it's like a legit list. Like you go to options, you go to combo list, like holy shit, and it's great. And I the only thing I hate is I don't have the time for it anymore because when I was in high school, like senior year in my prime, I used to play Tekken 6 all the time, and I was always in like the top like 500 local, and I was like, yeah. I tried putting on like I got Tekken 7, played a little bit, got used to like the slightly new combos, right? Went online, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna feel like Rocky stepping back into the ring. Got my ass handed to me. And I was like, I felt like an old man. I was just like, wow.
It's
It's like
alright.
the old grandpa that tries to play basketball with his grandson because he wants to think he still has it, and all he does is hurt his hip. That was me.
Did you hurt your thumb trying to press the button or what?
I was just, it's just like I was like, wow. Like I was dropping my combos, I couldn't string things together, and I was like, I lost my touch.
It's alright. Uh, Let me see. Well, I don't know. You can't really get out of touch with RPG games. I mean, I guess you can, depending what kind of RPG it is. But I don't know. Like the RPGs I play are my favorite ones have been any pretty much any Bethesda game and Assassin's Creed
Mm.
until they came out with Unity. and Assassin's Creed 3. I didn't like those. Only ones I haven't liked.
You
Because
know,
Unity was shit. What?
my favorite kind of RPGs are the ones where there's just ridiculous numbers. Like
Oh, like I know what you're talking about. I know what you're kind of like those.
a lot of JRPGs do it, like traditional JRPGs.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite series that's it's like a super JRPG because it's like just super Japanese is the Hyper Dimension series
Mhm.
where there's like 15 of them, and if you probably recognize like the girl if you were to see her, but she's just like she has purple hair
Ah.
and she has like a million games. It's like Hyper Dimension Neptunia or something. Um, but it's one of those where it's like once you get to like the mid levels, your HP tens of thousands, and you're dealing like 3,000 something damage. It's just something about just seeing these huge numbers appear. I'm just like I don't know. It's just something satisfying about
I
it.
know how you feel. Like there was this one game that I got for like the PlayStation 2, and I got it for like Easter. I don't know why, but it was one of those where you had a big ass sword and you just face a shit ton of people that you would fight. And I loved playing that game, and I can't remember what it was called or anything like that. But it was one of those games where I really enjoyed playing that one.
Best Final Fantasy is always going to be Final. Just saying.
Where would you cut out what?
No, I was saying Final Fantasy X is my favorite RPG of all time.
I have not played any of the big. Well, when anyone says, "Oh, this game was my childhood," I have most likely never played that game.
Zelda is the greatest thing, and people that don't play it don't deserve to play games.
I've never played. I played
You
Twilight
don't.
Princess. I played
That's why I said
Twilight.
you
I
don't
played.
deserve it.
I played Twilight Princess, and I played the beginning, and that was it. And then I was done.
Yeah, I know. I know, and it's unfortunate. No,
It's.
no, I do
It's.
love Zelda. Zelda is one of the video games that I will tattoo on my body.
I wanted to get the quote from the initiation in Assassin's Creed 2. No, in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood when they initiate someone. I wanted that entire initiation quote on my arm, but then I was just like, I probably shouldn't do that.
Well, I already tattooed the sigil on my shoulder. The Assassin's Creed sigil. You know, I got the crest on me.
Oh, nice. And then I wanted the okay. Well, one of my when people say, "What's your favorite movie?" It's the only one that pops up in my head because I can never think of a favorite movie. It's The Boondock Saints. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
There's two of them.
The first one.
That's where Norman Reedus started his career.
Yep. And everyone said it was The Walking Dead, but it's not. He was also in Blade, but no one really cares about that one. But yeah, the little quote they say when they assassinate someone or when they put them down on their knees and they shoot them in the back of the head. That I wanted that tattooed. I wanted like that one on one forearm, and then I wanted the Assassin's Creed initiation quote on the other forearm.
You know, Fred's gonna tattoo that he loves lollies.
No, I'm not.
All right, Fred. If you had to pick a tattoo, what would you want it to be?
Uh, Probably something anime related, but
Nerd.
realistically,
Right.
or maybe something car related, but realistically, I'm not sure what I'd want to get just because it's like
If you didn't have to worry
it's
about
on.
the if you didn't have to worry about the pain of a tattoo.
Pain? What
Oh no,
pain?
it's not the no, not it's not the pain. It's the fact that it's on there forever.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my nose is on me forever. My
Yeah.
eyes are on me forever.
Yeah.
Well, cause it's like I'm not sure what I would get. Like I'm not sure what I would get where it's like say 2, 3 years later, I wake up one day and I'm like, I don't want this anymore.
I mean, we
Then
have to deal.
clearly you don't love it.
Yeah. If you don't want it, then you don't want it. Like, if I had gotten those tattoos, I would have been like, yeah, it was worth it.
Tattoos aren't about something that you're gonna like forever. Tattoos is just you telling a story with your body.
Pretty much.
It's like someone says, "Oh, where'd you get that tattoo?" And it's like for example, like I hate Assassin's Creed now. Well, not the whole series. I'm saying the games now. I don't like them. But I have Assassin's Creed tattooed on me. because there was a huge chunk of my life where I loved it and I have very fond memories of it. But I don't like it now. But it doesn't change the fact that for like 4 or 5 years of my life growing up, I loved it and I had lots of great memories and I made a lot of great memories with friends. And that's what my tattoo reminds me of. Just because I don't like it now doesn't mean, oh, I shouldn't have gotten this tattoo. I regret it
All right.
because I got it.
For me, I mean, people can do what they want with their bodies, whatever. I don't give a shit. Or
It's mine.
right. But I have like ground rules that I hate seeing tattoos. Like these certain tattoos, I hate seeing. And my sister was just like, because I went up to my sister, I was like, if you get a tattoo, you can't get this and this. And she was just like, you can't tell me what to do. It's my body. I'm just like, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't get it. I'm just saying that you shouldn't get it. And it's for guys. Anytime I see tribal tattoos on a guy, I feel like it's overused, and I think it's annoying by now. So it just needs to stop. Um, Koi fish or the Chinese dragon. I'm tired of those. It's like I see those everywhere. I'm just like, why are you gonna put something that everyone else has on them? I mean, that's just makes no sense. Just I don't. I feel like tattoos should be tailored just towards you. And then people that put Japanese lettering on themselves, I just feel like that's dumb. Because think about it from like a Japanese person's perspective. It's just like, okay, it says hope. You could have just put that in your own language. I don't see why. Because there was a store where a person from America went to Japan and they took a picture, and inside the store it just had shirts with English words on them, and it looked stupid. It was just like they said popcorn or love. I'm just like, uh, why wear that? It just makes no sense. And you don't even know the language. You could research it, but it could be wrong. And for all you know, you could say "I love dick" on my goddamn arm or something like that.
Aaron,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
don't forget the other most common tattoos for that girls get all the time. The phoenix, because they felt there was a part of their life where they were reborn as a
Oh
different
yeah.
person.
Oh, what is it? I called out. I went to a Twin Peaks a while back with like a couple of coworkers and our server came up, and of course Twin Peaks, everyone's just dressed all like half naked and shit. And the server comes up and she has the doves, and I'm just like, I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, so what's up with the tattoo? And she's like, yeah, about that. I'm like, what's up with the dove tattoo? I'm like, she's like, yeah, I got it, and I've been regretting it ever since. I'm like, yeah, everyone kind of has the dove tattoos now. It's just doves, butterflies, spiders, the spider web.
I just all I think I could tell people is just be careful because getting tattoos could become very addicting.
Oh yeah, oh my god. After I got my second tattoo, I was just like, I want another one. Did I cut out?
After you got your second what?
After I got my second tattoo, I wanted another one, like immediately.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah, that's another thing I'm kind of like why I couldn't want a tattoo because it's like yeah.
Fred, you wouldn't be able to handle a tattoo. I'm just gonna say this now. You could I think the only tattoo you can handle is the ones where you get the warm water and you slap it on, and you get the paper towel, you rub it on there, hold it for a couple of minutes, and then you take it off. I think that's about as much of a tattoo as you can handle.
But no, Rico, when you were telling that story about Assassin's Creed, what came to mind was a John Cena tattoo for me.
Oh my
Okay.
god, no.
Get a John Cena tattoo.
Yeah, like on my arm, I get like the wristband that he wears, like on his upper arm.
So
Get,
you
like,
would have the
whole...
wristband. You have the entire
gonna
wristband.
cry.
The wristband that says "You can't see me" on it.
You're gonna cry because if you're gonna get the whole thing around your arm, when they go to the underside of your arm,
Oh my god, no. You'd be fucked.
because you're flabby, you have no muscle, and that part of your arm, the underside, is where your arm keeps most of the fat, so it's extra like squishy, so your nerves are ripe for the picking. You're gonna cry. You
Like
can't even handle pain as it is.
like when I got my
Dude.
I got a tattoo done on my chest, and it's like it's a scorpion, and it's like just right above my nipple. And when they were doing like the claw and the legs, it was. It's like about a good inch above my nipple, but it felt like they were right on it. And it felt like shit.
That sucks.
But when it was like closer towards like the center of my chest, it felt more relaxing, and I was just kind of like
I
sitting
thought
there.
Fred was gonna say like if he got a tattoo, you get like the 4-star Dragon Ball or something on his shoulder.
He should
Yeah.
he should have the Dragon Balls tattooed on his balls, and then he have his penis tattooed to look like Shenron. That would be
I want
the
to
ultimate
tattoo
tattoo.
bad boy. That way, when I like have sex with a girl, I'm like, I'm gonna stick this bad boy in here. Like,
No. Then, like, when the sex is over, be like, your wish had been granted.
Jesus Christ.
Fare you well. And then as I'm leaving, I'll be like, fare you well till the next summoning.
shut up. Fred. Now listen,
You
see, my goal is I want to get fucking sleeves, and I want it, but like, I can't even think of the amount of money I would need.
Yeah, I want sleeves on me too. It's just that
Like, I would sell them for half sleeves, like just elbow down.
nah, mine's gonna be a full sleeve.
Like, I'm saying like as like a temporary thing until I could get
Oh
the money
yeah.
for full sleeves.
No, I already have in mind exactly what I want. So
Because I already decided that I just want like one arm just to be dedicated to just video games that I grew up with, in general. A lot of stuff that means something to me, not just simple like, oh, that game was fun. Just stuff that had like an impact,
oh yeah.
make.
Alright, guys, we got a comment. Red Rainbow says, hey.
Okay, hey, whatever. Don't
Hello.
interrupt. But listen, so the other arm, I want it to just be like, movies or well, not movies, just like all of the above. That's not games, like just pop culture stuff, like like a horror character that I like, have memories of, just shit like that. But on my back, that's where I'm saving the holy grail, the creme de la creme.
Yeah, for me, I already planned both my arms, my legs, and my back. I already have my chest done.
But you see, you don't even know what I'm gonna put on my back, and it's the best part.
What is it?
A giant loli.
What about a giant lolly? Wait, no, hold on. What about a giant lolly and a giant trap having sex on your back?
No, just a trap dick, but it has to look cute.
But that's look cute.
No, but in all seriousness, I want Dante on my back so fucking bad.
Dante? Yeah, I can see that.
I just want Dante, just Dante, or just straight up his sword going down my rebellion. I love
Oh
his
yeah.
sword, how the skull on the hilt of it. My favorite version of it, because it changes every game for some reason, but it's still the same sword.
Yeah.
But Rebellion and Devil May Cry 3 was my favorite version of it because it was like super fat, like wide.
Yeah.
Like, and the hilt looked so badass. I would love that going down my spine, and it'd be great. Super expensive though. And Fred, we're gonna like knock you out, and we're gonna tattoo. We're gonna get you a face tattoo.
We would have to get Fred really drunk, and that'd be very difficult in itself to do.
I'm gonna inject it with alcohol.
And then go up behind him and fucking shove it up his butt.
I'm gonna give him 40 cc's of tequila.
Fred would turn into a slut and he'd try to make out with you.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, I wouldn't.
Fred, I feel like Fred drunk it's a coin flip. It's either gonna be real good or real bad.
It's probably
It's
gonna
on
be
my
real
bucket-
bad.
It's gonna be on my bucket list to want to get him drunk one day.
No,
No, I can tell you, it's gonna be really bad.
you don't know that
how
for
do you
sure.
know you've never been drunk? So.
But no, I do know that for sure.
But
Oh, you've been drunk?
have you been drunk? If you've been drunk
Yeah,
without
I
me,
do know.
Fred, I'm gonna be very
No, I
upset.
haven't.
Then how
But
do you
it's
know?
like- because everyone in my mom's side of the family acts the same way.
Okay, well, people are different, Fred. You don't inherit drunkenness.
Yeah, like
It's not. That's like saying like I inherited my love for games because my grandfather played games. Like
Which-
no,
I doubt the games that he played and the games you played were the same.
like you don't inherit things, you know. Like all my family loves sports. I don't like sports.
Yeah, same here. Like the
Like
way when my dad's drunk, he gets just real stupid and happy, and when my mom gets drunk, it turns. It's a coin flip for her. It's either she gets real sensitive and she just starts crying a lot, or she just gets stupid like my dad. Me, I get stupid, but I also get real calm and I relax every once in a while.
like for some like Fred, your reasoning is like I'd be just more understanding if you just said you don't want to be an alcoholic or you don't want to risk something like that. That's different. But for you to say, "Oh, these people are like this," it's like, well, you're not those people. You know, like if you said something like liver cancer runs in my family, like it's like a prone thing. That's something that you could inherit. So that makes sense that you'd avoid alcohol because you don't want to damage your liver.
We need to put Fred in a controlled environment where
What
we
Fred needs is his group of buddies that love him and care for him to go to a hotel room at a convention and just lay out the bar and make him a delicious beverage where we could
Well,
keep
what
an
I
eye
need
on
is
it and
$10
show
million
him.
dollars.
why?
Fred, it's sad that I didn't think I'd see the day where John drank alcohol before you. And John drinks it and he likes it and it tastes yummy because he's a good boy.
Cause he's a good boy, almost like a pet.
Like it's funny because it's like he orders big boy drinks and he doesn't know how to drink them. Like
What does he order?
sex on the beach. No, but because I was like this story that I was saying where we were at the hookah bar. I got a Long Island tea, and Long Island teas are pretty fucking powerful, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
And I'm sipping on it, and I'm like, I love them. And he's like, why? Because I'm like, honestly, it just tastes so good. Like, you know, it's like I'm tasting tea that's alcoholic. And so he gets one, right? And he takes a sip, and he's like, ooh, like,
Ooh.
ooh. And I'm like, yeah, it probably tastes like a fire to you, doesn't it? You know, it's like I'm tasting tea. Like that's not good. And I was like, yeah, because it's fucking burning your throat, isn't it, you dummy? Because I told him like, John, you haven't even reached the point of alcohol tolerance to where you could taste the flavor in beer. Why the fuck would you get a Long Island tea? Like to him, like, well, I don't know about now, but at the time, him like beer, he could like stomach it, right? But he couldn't taste it. It's just more like, oh, it doesn't make him cringe. It's just more like, I guess,
I
you
feel
know.
like Fred trying to drink any alcoholic beverage would be him taking a very small sip, like where it like barely touches his lips, and then he like throws himself over, like, oh my god, ugh.
See, that's one thing that sucks about like when people drink alcohol for the first time because it's always not a good time in the sense of how it tastes
See,
because you have like no tolerance, so you just immediately taste the bitterness instead of the flavor.
did John change the title? Oh.
What do you
But
mean?
because I never set a title for the stream.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay. Um, uh, yeah, for me, I started off very early. My parents, me, my brother, and my parents were over at my aunt and uncle's, and they were all drinking. I can't remember what exactly, but I was in like third, second grade. My brother was in either first or second, and they were drinking, and then they were like, "Here, you want to try?" And they give us this bottle, and it has a brown paper bag over it. And then I take a swig, and I'm like, ugh, that's fucking disgusting. Because I'm like young, and I don't think it looks appetizing or tastes appetizing. But my brother, being the overachiever he is, younger than me, he takes a sip, makes a face, and then tries to down the entire bottle. And
No,
my parents had to like grab the bottle away from him because he was gonna get fucked up.
you see, you know, like I'm so happy that I reached the point where I have like a better alcohol tolerance because now I could just enjoy things and it's awesome.
Same here. I'm glad because I also grew up around motorcycle rallies and alcohol, and it was always my parents would be giving me alcohol, and then it got to the point where I was literally just going out drinking, and my parents didn't really care where I was.
And that's good though.
Yes, it was nice. It was very nice. It was very hard. I remember I took my friend Daniel to one of the rallies, and we went on a beer run, and we just stole everyone's beer from their ice chest, and then someone gave me an entire bottle of tequila. So we just went around stealing beer, and I had an entire bottle of tequila on me, and we drank all of it to ourselves with two other guys. My friend was just like, at the very beginning of the day or the night, he was just like, "I'm gonna get you fucked up." At the very end of the night, he was shirtless, barefooted, and I had to throw him in the back of the van or our truck that we had because he was so messed up he couldn't walk and he was vomiting everywhere. It was it was a nice day for him.
I just realized that I think there's one alcoholic drink that we can make Fred drink a whole entirety of it, and he could probably stomach it because it's more sweet than alcohol.
Is it a screwdriver?
It's a margarita,
A margarita? Ooh.
and dress it up too
Ooh.
with like the margarita salt on the rim. I think he could probably do that because his taste buds would definitely taste the. Well, I would give him strawberry because I think that's like the best one, but like strawberry and the margarita salt more than the alcohol, so he wouldn't even realize that he's drinking the alcohol.
I like how me and you were planning this. Fred's just listening like this is never gonna happen.
Oh no, I'll just tell him it's a slushy.
It's a slushy. You're gonna have to do it. My morals are too high. I could never purposefully get Fred drunk without his consent.
So, Fred, you ready for a margarita?
Fuck you.
So, you ready for a margarita?
Fuck you twice.
So, is that a yes or no?
Taking that as a no.
Hold on. Hold on.
If I had to, if I had to pick a drink for Fred, it would. I don't know.
Rico, that is a fuck you and your lollies.
Oh wow.
Okay, so is that a yes or no?
Fuck you, fuck your lollies, fuck your trans, fuck your cows, and fuck your face.
Okay, so is that a yes or a no? Are you like retarded or you know?
It's a no.
Why
There
can't
you
you
go.
just say yes or no?
That's so hard.
You know.
Well,
So anyway, Sharon, you were saying?
well, don't worry, Fred. When we go to the next convention, I'll get you. And it's gonna taste amazing. And you're gonna
I'm
want
gonna
more.
cut off your head and shit down your neck.
Why are you saying these things?
I think I've been up too late. I think I should go.
Ugh. I mean, it's only
I
like.
think I'll go too. I'm gonna go too and go cry myself to sleep because Fred's being savage.
Let me see. What time is it? We've been on for like almost 2 hours. It's about a good stopping point, anyways.
So
So,
what?
yeah,
I guess
we've been on air for about 2 hours now.
Mm-hmm.
That's about a normal podcast length. This isn't even a podcast.
this is just whatever it is.
It's I'll call it the BS Adventures Part 1, just in case we have more. But all right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you later. Everyone, say goodbye.
Peace out, guys.
All right, and.